Alright folks, hello and welcome to another video. My name is Leader Grev and this is some Team Fortress 2 gameplay. Now I promised I have some big news and that's the entire point of this video. So I'm sort of going to slowly inch my way through this, and around the end of the video I'll get to the bigger news. But all of this it's sort of pertinent and connected, and I just hit my mic, so if you heard a blah, 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 that was probably because I was smashing my mic into my chin. Anyways, this footage is absolutely appropriate for what I want to talk about, because I want to talk about the gaming communities I've been a part of and a potential future step, and I kind of want you guys to weigh in on this. I don't really have a conclusion to come to. I don't really have a set idea. I'm not even sure. I've tried making this commentary several times and it hasn't worked out because I felt like there wasn't a conclusion. Now that I have this news, I can sort of tie everything together and make it all work. Anyways, the reason that this footage works so well is because I was going to record some Gmod footage with a friend of mine who had gifted Gary's mod to me, and before that, Green and Purple Radio had gifted me Amnesia: The Dark Descent, which I'm enjoying immensely right now, and it struck me as almost ridiculous that people were spending money on giving a person they had never met a gift. And that, I am so, ultimately grateful. And that's the tip of the iceberg. Over my long, illustrious YouTube career, I can't even call it that. It's been a year. I don't know if that qualifies as long. And there have been people who have been at this game for much longer than me. But over for basically the entire while that I've been gaming in general, I've been surrounded by friends who have sort of driven me along, from Star Wars Battlefront 2, where I started a clan, and I can still name the people, the supporters that I had, the teammates that I had, that I worked with, and I had this miniature little bout of depression, as depressed as what an eighth grader can get, when the clan disbanded and sort of stopped functioning as an entity in Star Wars Battlefront. And that was a really tumultuous time for me because I lost contact with a bunch of teammates of mine because the basis of our contact was a FreeWebs website. And FreeWebs used to be like my entity, my existence. I would edit my website religiously because that was my big deal. It was to me what YouTube is to me today. And now, right now I was just sitting and thinking, and I'm like, what was that website I used to go on to edit my own website? Free? What? And it's ridiculous how the times have changed, but throughout the time there has been this common strain of friendship. And, I mean, we didn't take ourselves too seriously. We were having fun playing the game, and when we did take ourselves seriously, it was like miniature justice being served, where we were online bastions of justice. That was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. Then as I moved on from clanning and competing because of internet problems, I joined a modding community called Game Toast, and I enjoyed that very much because it gave my creative juices some flow, and it inspired me in other ways. I've met really good friends of mine now who I keep contact with over the internet. I mean, I've had debates with them. I've vented my own frustrations to them. I've done any number of things with these people, and it's amazing that you can have such contact with people you've never met, with people you don't know, that people who don't know you can dedicate their time, and in certain cases their money, to support you, a person they've never met, a person they've never interacted with in a face-to-face basis. And I am so absolutely happy about that. I can't, the right word isn't coming to mind, but I appreciate that to no extent. It's ridiculous how much the internet has basically affected my life, how much the communities I've been a part of have affected my life. And the reason that I say that this gameplay footage is useful, I sort of stopped at some point. I was going to record Gmod, as I said, which was gifted to me, and then that didn't really work. I couldn't film that particularly well, but I decided to play some Team Fortress 2, but my friend who gifted me Gmod couldn't join in on that. There were some technical issues. So instead I hopped into a game with 3 other of my Game Toast buddies, and we played a game, and this is that gameplay footage. And throughout the course of this commentary, you'll see different names like Scorch Razoric on the screen, uh, Cress Albane, Gandalf. These are all friends of mine from Game Toast. Some of whom I haven't even known outside of Game Toast, like Scorch Razork. I know him on Facebook. I've vented my frustrations on countless occasions, and I am absolutely grateful for the support he's given me on YouTube. In real life, in terms of like Facebook and me venting my own angers and problems to him when I couldn't turn to anything else, and I just needed to like type up a rant on the internet and drop it in his inbox. That's amazing. I'm super appreciative. And there's also, not in this gameplay footage, but I've played with him, Gangster Jawa, who has helped me so much in terms of older videos. When I was only starting out, there was a steady stream of a certain set of friends of mine, both in real life and on the internet, who would watch what I had to put out, and who would support me, and who would write encouraging comments and tell me what I was doing right and what I was doing wrong. And that was great, and I loved that. And even now I have a community, and I can name names of certain commentators because I'm so familiar with them, because they're recurring names, and I see them and I'm like, oh, I know who you are. We've communicated before, I've replied to your comments. I try my best to try and keep like a straightforward relationship with you guys. I've been introducing Facecam into some of my videos recently for that purpose, so you sort of get an idea of who the man behind the camera is. And I remember around the beginning of the year I was talking to you about stuff, very personal stuff going on in my life. Within about 20 days I'll start talking a lot about that again, because I start finding out about colleges around that time, and I get acceptance and rejection letters, and that's going to be frustrating, and I'm going to need to turn to someone, and YouTube is going to be there for me. And so I really appreciate that. And the reason I could never really finish this commentary before is because I stopped there and I wouldn't know where to go on. And I think, well, this video doesn't have a conclusion, doesn't have any a setting, a purpose. What am I saying this for? There's really nothing that's holding this together. It's like a giant thank you note, but for no particular purpose or meaning. And I mean, that's great and all. If I could thank each and every one of you who has given me views, who has indirectly contributed to money going to me through Google and through AdSense, I would do that, because I appreciate what you guys have been doing. But still, the commentary felt kind of raw, without a conclusion, without something to put it through. And finally, that conclusion presented itself. I got an email from Monstercat Gaming. Now, a while ago I said I was uploading there, and then the channel had an overhaul. I believe the last owner of the channel was either shafted, or something happened and there was an administration change. But regardless, their whole interface and the way the channel works was changed. And I contacted them and said, you know what, a network partnership might be a cool idea. I'd really appreciate something like that. That might be interesting for me. And they contacted me back, sent me a contract, a copy of a contract, some information. And basically, if I accept this partnership, there are several things that could happen. I could, A, make more money, B, put out content onto the Monstercat channel, and as such get a greater audience, and C, introduce you guys to dubstep. Monstercat is a music label, I believe it's only an internet music label, but I could be entirely wrong, based on dubstep and electronica and that sort of thing. And the basis of their network partnership, of the gaming affiliate Monstercat Gaming, is that they give me the right, their entire music media library, and then I have to put these videos, or this music, into my videos as like intro and outro music, and I have their banner on my channel, so I'm sort of kind of an advertisement for them. I'm getting their music out to a gaming audience. On the other hand, it also opens me to an entire network of other commentators with similar interests, obviously similar musical tastes. I'm not a huge dubstep fan, but I do enjoy the occasional dubstep, and it gives me an opportunity for a greater audience, for a potential for making more money, a potential for any number of things. Now, the reason I've been holding off, and I haven't responded yet with a yes or no, I haven't signed a contract, I haven't done any of that yet, is because I wanted your opinion. I don't know if this is something you guys want, if this is something you guys would accept from me, if you would. I had one friend of mine who said, casually as a joke, like, don't sell out, man, and if they make you put certain music in your videos, maybe you shouldn't do this. And that kind of threw me off guard. I wasn't expecting that. I hadn't been looking at it that way, and I said, you know, maybe they are kind of making me make videos in a certain way, and I addressed this concern. They said, other than the music, I can create whatever content I want and run my channel however I want. Except for, basically, they put certain Monstercat media on my channel and such. And I mean, I'm okay with it. But I kind of wanted your opinion because in the past, the experiences I've had, and I've sort of tried to keep a straight record with this, is not to join any sort of partnerships or programs like that, and not to allow external hosting of my videos. I had, other than Machinima or like recognized partner programs, I had never wanted to entertain the option. I didn't like the idea of taking my content and putting it somewhere else. The one time that I did do that, with this Machinima wannabe sort of mini YouTube channel called Influx Cinema, they had less subscribers than I did at the time when I joined them. And I put out 3 or 2 videos for them and I said, no, this isn't for me, I don't like doing this, I don't like having to work according to a schedule, I don't like having to send you these videos, I don't like what this is, I don't like this relationship. And so I've tried to stray away from that and not have to do that. But this isn't exactly that same concept. This is a legitimate partnership with a recognized, first of all, music label, and second of all, YouTube channel. This is a legitimate program that is looking for directors. So, I kind of wanted to know your opinion. This is a potential for me to step into an entire new community of gamers, of music lovers, of directors, of commentators. And I don't want to take this step lightly. I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I try to live by that principle, and I say it a lot, and I try to live up to that. But I don't know. What's your opinion? Do you think this is a step in the right direction? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think this is something I should invest my time in, that I should try? It could go both ways, and I would be happy both ways. So I just want to know what you guys would think, what your guys' opinion on this is. And, I mean, I like consulting with you guys. If you don't like something, I want you to tell me that. If you do like something, I want you to tell me that too. So, let me know what you guys think. If you have any more questions, I'll try to answer them as much as possible. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay footage. I have tons more Team Fortress 2 stuff that I can upload. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate the support. Let me know what you guys think. That was my big news. And have a good day.